All right, we are going live on Facebook now. Very good. Okay. Praying to all of the Facebook and technology gods that we are going to have an excellent stream today. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, my sexy geniuses, my have it all queens, my clients, my friends, and all of my lurkers that are teasing me by watching but never saying hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome to the Unapologetic Cool Girls Guide to Hot Monogamy, because let's be freaking real, Valentine's Day is lame. Sorry, not sorry. Whether you like Valentine's Day, whether you don't, I hope you had a great one this week, a great day yesterday. It's a rainbow hour in my office. It's when the sunlight comes in and all the crystals start to go. So we're going to see some rainbows on my face. All right. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the easiest, the most fun, and honestly, like the most relieving way that you get to really enjoy your relationship and also have the hottest and most powerful connection with your man every day of the year, not just on some commercialized holiday where everyone's getting like the exact same bouquet of overpriced roses, the same prefix dinner, like boring. And I'm saying that because if you're here, you are a woman that is just not status quo. Okay. You don't like things that everybody else likes. Hey, Jen, you don't want things that everybody else wants. And I'm giving you full permission to be that bitch. I'm that bitch too. We understand each other. All right. So let me know if you're here live by leaving a comment. You can say, hey, girl, hey. You can say, I'm here live. Or if you are watching the replay later, do like a hashtag after party so that I know that you're a badass and that you are here watching and we can connect and gossip and all that hot shit. All right, so let's go down to it. Hey, Lior. Hey, everybody. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today is what allowed myself and my clients to get results like this in our relationships. Okay, one of my clients, she's been with her man for 17 years, and she recently shared with me that he took her sexy dress shopping for the first time ever. He never ever did anything like that for her, so that she could feel amazing for this work event that he had. And they picked out this like sexy ass Jessica Rabbit number. Like I was just like, damn, right? And also results like, especially for those of you that might feel like passion waning in your relationship, one of my clients said that they finally had sex after an over year and a half long dry spell, and they did it in the forest. And she said it was really good and really hot, and that their connection is back again. And also results like their man getting another promotion, like multiple promotions, and really stepping up because of like life changes and a desire like for more income, babies on the way, this kind of thing. And also not just promotions at work, right? Because a lot of men, they get busy with work, but always coming back to their wife, to their woman, to celebrate, to take them out, to like have so much fun together. Which means, right, for you and for my clients, we get to experience a lot of fun and a lot of connection with our men, right? No matter how long we've been together. And let me know in the comments how long you've been with your man. Me and my husband have been together, I want to say 12 years. Next year's our 10-year wedding anniversary. We're planning something so much fun. There, you can get like a renewal of passion for each other, and honestly, just like feeling unfuckwithable together, like a total power couple, right? And when this happens, like, why is this so good? Oh, by the way, on Instagram, does it say the word exposure on my screen? I feel like it says that right over here. Anyway, you're going to feel like when you get these results in your relationship, you're going to just feel like life is so much easier, right? Like you get to be your most powerful self. You get to be loved. You get to be supported. You get to be accomplished, wildly successful, and you get to enjoy life too, because your man is not only an asset, but he's also your rock. And so you're moving faster and farther together, but you're also having the most fun possible, right? And like 20 years, that's right. And it's like, why are we doing this if we're not having the most fun? Why are we working so hard? Why are we pushing so much? All right. So, oh, happy anniversary, girl. So before I get started, my name is Michelle Kanan, and I'm also known as the Have It All Queen. And I help passionate, driven women feel wildly successful in life, in love, in work, and with family with no compromises ever, while also having the most fun. So, first, before I get into it, I want to share with you why so many strong and busy women struggle with feeling bored or lonely or disconnected or just like meh, meh in their relationships. Okay. So, maybe you've been told, you can leave a comment, you can leave a thumbs up. Maybe you've been told that it's normal, right? Like passion just wanes in the relationship, like things just get dull over time, like that's just how it is, right? Let me know if you heard that one. Or maybe you heard that just life gets busy and so you have so many responsibilities, so of course like sex and flirting and surprises and all that stuff just becomes less of a priority, right? Or maybe what you're going through is that like over time you get frustrated with your partner and resentment starts to build, and then you start to think like, well, things can never go back to how they used to be in the beginning when everything was like super fun and super sexy. There's just like too much baggage, too much garbage like going on between. But that's actually not what's going on. And here's the truth that I want to share with you. You're not the woman that you used to be when you were younger. Okay. And that woman, let's just be real. I remember my wild college days, which is crazy because I am going to my, can you even believe it, 20-year college reunion in June. I can't even freaking believe it. Okay. But that woman, right? The one you used to be, what did she do? She prioritized fun, right? She went on adventures. She took risks. She was always up to party. She felt alive and she felt free and she felt like anything was possible. And she did all of these things that lit her up all the time, right? Now, here's the thing, right? You probably miss that part of you, right? Like you probably feel like, there's a lot of good things going on in your life. You've been working so hard, you've been hitting your goals, but there's this part of you or this piece of you that feels like there's a certain kind of energy missing. Okay. So I want to share a story with you. Okay. I want to talk to you about who I used to be when I was in my wild girl days. Okay. When I was younger, I was crazy. All right. I like, do you ever have these memories? Do you ever think like back to things you did in your life when you were younger and you're like, I probably should not be alive right now, right? Like we made questionable choices. We got in cars with random strangers. Like we wore things that like definitely are just like, oh, quite risque, like quite crazy, right? Like who we were is different and how we were is different, right? Now, fast forward to who we are now, right? And I had a really hard couple of weeks. I'm just going to be honest with you, right? I'm a bad bitch and I had a couple of hard weeks. And what I realized, I was talking to my husband about this, right? Because we've been together, like I said, for like 12 years. He met me in those crazy days. He met me right before I moved to Berlin for 3 years to like party and just like have the time of my life while I was becoming a healer. Like who we are now is amazing, right? We're working so hard. We are so driven. We are so accomplished. Like I am making so many of my dreams come true. And I'm sure that you're making so many of your dreams come true as well, right? But the things that we're doing, the ways that we are accomplishing those goals is by pushing ourselves really hard. Maybe you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Maybe you are stressing yourself out. Maybe you're setting these really big goals and you're doing like all the things to get there, right? And what starts to happen when you're really focused on your goals or on making like, shit real in your life like that, is that a lot of things start losing priority, especially in our relationships, because it feels like, well, he's always going to be there, right? Like, or things are pretty stable. So I don't really need to pay attention to this. Or, I wish he would do something. I wish he would go the extra mile and plan more things, like, because I'm really busy with all this stuff. And it's like really hard for me to focus on that stuff too. Like, let me know if you feel like, because I was in that place, right? I was feeling like he's not doing enough. Like he needs to do more. He needs to take more initiative. He needs to plan better. Like I want him to like get into that energy. Now, the thing is this, is that the thing that we want in our partner, we can't expect that from other people if we're not willing to do that ourselves, right? It's like asking somebody to do something that we are denying to ourselves, and then we're getting pissed off at them that they're not doing it, but actually we're not doing it either, right? And when we are denying ourselves in this way, when we are so focused on our goals, when we're so focused on our responsibilities, when we're so focused on our to-do list, it sucks this energy out of us, this life energy, this turn on energy, this like inspiration, excitement energy that we had when we were young. Now, why does this even matter? Like, sure, I want to feel good, but like, I got to pay my bills and I have this big dream to build $1 million company and I want to get a promotion and I want to have an amazing house and I want to travel first class, right? Like, you're the kind of woman like me, you're like a have my cake and eat it too kind of gal, right? Like, you want all the things. Here's the thing, that frustration, right? That inability for you to be in that energy is actually affecting your magnetism. It's actually affecting how you show up in business, how you show up in areas where you want to hit your goals and have success, and how you show up in your relationship. So that stagnation, that frustration that you might be experiencing in your relationship, you're probably also experiencing it with your work. And you know how to push harder, right? You know how to say what you want, how to fight for your dreams, how to, tell other people like what your goals are and just work and push and do all the things. But it doesn't feel good to do those things. Like, you know how to do it. You've watched other people do it, right? But it doesn't feel so good, right? And if you want to have an incredible relationship with your partner, you got to reclaim this energy, right? You got to learn how to step into, could be your goddess energy, your turn on energy, instead of what you're doing probably, which is being his manager or his boss, which the energy of that, you don't like that. And he doesn't freaking like that either. But the thing is that most women don't know how to reclaim that energy. And if you're like, what is this energy? I'm talking about, do you ever have like a day when just everything is working for you? Or a day, maybe you don't remember, maybe it's been a while, or if you're one of my clients, you're like, what, like this week when when he just like held it down in the bedroom and you're like walking after like like, right, you're just like, oh, I feel good, like your hips are swinging and you just feel like satisfied and sexified and all that kind, you're like humming with satisfaction, your body is humming with satisfaction, right? Most women don't know how to reclaim that energy, that life force energy, that energetic of creation, of success, of possibility, of being turned on, of being alive. Most women are so overwhelmed, so busy, so focused on the goals that you're creating, right? That you and your way of getting in your masculine and pushing hard to make all of those goals happen, that you don't know, you feel stuck, right? And when all you need to do, this is the thing that blows my clients' minds over the time, all the time, when all you need to do is get into your most delicious energy, right? Where you get to be in your turn on, you get to prioritize feeling good as the fuel for you to have everything that you want coming true. I know my clients are watching this. I love when my clients show up for their lives and they're nodding their heads right now because they know, right? They know when they get out of that pattern and they get into trust, into softness, into pleasure, into like doing the things that feel really good for them, that is when the world, when their husbands, when their clients, when money, when everything responds and shows up in a way that makes them feel like total goddesses, that they're like totally fucking magic. And it's just like, yeah, like the formula to be able to achieve this, right? The formula for you to feel like you're getting everything that you need from your man, but also everything that you need to be successful, to be hitting your goals in a way that just makes you feel nourished and alive and sensual and really fucking good, is, girl, you have to turn on your inner magic again. You have to access your turn on energy. Okay. And if you want me to show you how you're stuck in patterns that are blocking your turn on energy and how to reclaim that turn on energy so you can get turned on by life and do things that feel really good that are going to allow you to get to your next level, just drop the word call below, or you can send me a DM with the word call and we'll have a private chat about it so I can show you exactly how to stop those patterns of self-sabotage that are keeping you feeling like under pressure and under stress and are blocking you from having the time of your life and the relationship of your life while you're also reaching those next levels of success, and how to prioritize yourself and feeling good so that you can actually have it all in the way that feels the most juicy for you. Because when we unleash that energy, what happens? What happens, clients? Like, it turns us into a magnet for everything that we want, right? Instead of having to push, instead of having to force, instead of having to fight, instead of having to convince our husbands, instead of having to force them to perform on Valentine's Day and do certain things and buy a certain presents that, that are like the status quo, like, okay, if he does this, I guess he's romantic. If he does this, I guess that, things are good in our relationship. That's fucking boring. He hates that. He hates having to perform for Valentine's Day. And honestly, quite frankly, you hate it too. You don't want him to just fulfill like the basics that everybody else's man is doing. No, you want him to go above and beyond. You want him to be inspired. You want him to be excited. You want him to surprise you. You want him to do things that like are one step ahead. You want him to be this incredible man in your life, right? And you can have this not by telling him what to do, not by making a to-do list, not by being passive aggressive, not by saying, well, so-and-so's husband did this, why can't you do this? Not by making all the plans, not by getting into your masculine. No, you do this honestly by unleashing your unstoppable desire, right? And this is pillar one of my have it all method, right? Leo's like, true, that's right. You know this, right? It happens all the time. And Leo's a very successful, very driven woman that is putting this into effect into all areas of her life with amazing results. Because when you unleash your unstoppable desire, what happens? You soften, you release the pressure, you stop being in your masculine, controlling, hustling, doing all the things, stressful mode. And instead you open yourself up, not only to all the things that you want, right? But without going into the mode of how do I make this happen? Girl, you just let other people, especially your man, and especially the energy of the universe around you, show up for you. You open yourself up to masculine support. Look, if you're going to be in control all the time, if you're going to be forcing your partner to do the things and to prove himself and to check off the boxes, like, guess what? Even if he does those things, you're still wearing the pants, like you're still in your masculine energy. So even if he does those things, it doesn't feel good for you. And it definitely doesn't feel good for him either. And that's why he's not showing up, or he's showing up the bare minimum. But once you let go, and I mean let go in this way that actually is what you really want, right? What feels good for you. Like, allow yourself to be the woman that has the relationship. Allow yourself to be the woman that is doing things that make her feel alive, make her feel in her pleasure, make you feel magical as fuck. When you do those things, the world around you responds in a different way. Your man starts to respond in a different way, and you start to receive all the things that you want because you're totally clear about, I want all those things. And in this really juicy way, because you're doing things and behaving in ways and being in the energy that actually feels really damn good for you. Okay. That's pillar one of my have it all method. And what makes it so powerful is when you combine it with embodying your unapologetic self. Because the truth is that most women are embarrassed, or they feel like, I shouldn't want all those things, or I shouldn't be too big. I shouldn't ask for it. I shouldn't take up too much space. Like, they were right. You were taught you were too selfish, too bossy, too needy, too nice, too blah, blah, blah. When you drop all that stuff in pillar one of my have it all method and you embody your unapologetic self, you're in full fucking approval of who you are, of how you want things to be, of how you want people to treat you. Your boundaries are amazing. Your standards are high, but you don't have to do it from this like fight energy or this control energy. You're just like, remember you guys watched the Super Bowl? I didn't, but Rihanna at the Super Bowl, she's just like on that platform, just like rubbing her belly, like, what's up world? Like, this is me. Like, just bow down, just like own it. That's the fucking vibe, right? That you get to be like that. You get to be on your platform knowing that you're amazing, knowing that you're worthy, knowing that you deserve everything that you want, most especially how you want to be treated. Super clear about your desires. And that's when pillar three goes into effect. It's what I call igniting a relationship revolution. Because look, here's the truth. When you are your bad bitch, most like confident, embodied, powerful self, and when you are so clear and clean about everything that you want, and you're open to magic, and you're receptive and in your best energy, girl, I don't care who your man is, because I've seen this hundreds of times with my clients. whatever you think he's not capable of, but you really want, guess what? That's what starts to happen. And you don't have to ask him, and you don't have to pressure him, and you don't have to tell him. No, he starts to show up in this whole new way because he wants to meet you at that level. Of course, he wants to meet you at that level and give you everything, because for good men, if you married a good man, if you're with a good man, he wants to be your hero. He wants to be your hero, period. He wants the opportunity to show up, to elevate with you, to fulfill you in every way, and to be that leader, to be that king, to be just that man in your life that knows that he is the reason that his woman is smiling so damn wide. And that's when you get to be a power couple. That's when he's taking the initiative. That's when he's going one step further, and he's planning vacations and surprises, and he's buying you flowers, not because it's a holiday, but because he just wants to make you the happiest in the world. And when he's taking care of your kids, like my man is doing right now with our toddler on a beautiful play date after he picked them up from school, because he knows that Wednesdays are my day to do my teachings online for free. And he just wants to give me all that space to be my most successful, so that when he comes home with our little girl, I'm smiling like this, and we can just have a beautiful afternoon together, right? So if you're ready to have more success and get closer with your husband or your boyfriend at the same time, while he becomes the hero that you need him to be in your life, and that truly he's dying to be, he wants to be that for you, the next step is, I would love for you to book a call with me. Okay. And here is what's going to happen when you book a call. All right. I'm going to help you understand how you're accidentally getting in his way, or maybe cock blocking him from being the man that you both want him to be. But honestly, how you're just getting in your own way from receiving all of these incredible things that you want, so that you can experience a relationship where he is always going above and beyond, where you have a real partner, where you can relax and he can step up, and you guys both feel like you are in your zones of genius together. You're going further, faster together. Your connection is so strong. Your sex life is amazing no matter how long you've been together. And I'm going to show you exactly how my Have It All method can help you achieve that in the next 30 days. Like, this isn't some like 12-month, 5-year kind of program. Like, the really simple things that you can do right now to have that in your life, in your relationship, also in your business, also as a mama. Like, it applies, the ripple effect is all over everything. Okay. So drop the word call below, or if you're more comfortable, DM me, call, and we'll get that set up. I only have 2 spaces available. So if you're ready for this, like if you are ready to make that change and to have that kind of experience in your relationship and in all areas of your life, be the first one, grab it, just take it. All right, mamas, I will be back next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern for another episode of Wildly Successful Wednesdays, where you two get to learn all the secrets of being a Have It All queen, like me, like my clients. And I can't wait to welcome you back into my world. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a phenomenal day. Bye.